Well, let's see. Is this now functioning? This might be working. This might possibly be working. Hello, hello, hello. Fine people of the interwebs. Sup? Man, that was a little doozy there. Dang. I was expecting everything to go so smoothly. Alas, the joys of tech. Nothing goes smoothly. Basically what you need to stream, which is something called like a cam link. It basically converts the camera to something that the computer can read that you then can stream. Anyway, it bugged out. And so then I had to restart everything and just try different things. And somehow magically I resurrected it. Anyway, welcome. We are just starting. I think now it is live. If anyone is here, maybe there's someone here. I actually am having difficulty opening up the YouTube. So if anyone, now, good. Man, guys, that was such a bother. If ever you hear or see me, let me know. If we can just make sure that we are having volume, that there aren't further tech problems. Do let me know, because that will be nice to not have more problems with this whole scenario, because that was let's be real, a doozy. Okay, I'm just turning my phone on do not disturb, so I'm not disturbed and we can just hang out. All right, guys, sup. I am going to put on my very cozy blanket because it is cold in Montreal. I have a cute little thing. It's a Sailor Moon blanket, obviously. And we are about to get started. So, welcome everyone to this beautiful live stream. The sun has just come out in Montreal. I am very pleased because it was rainy all day today. If you can hear me well, let me know, and we are going to get started momentarily. I am going to just open up my session, so I will show you guys the session. So we should have everything working here. Okay. So how we did it last time is I brought in about 5 tracks. We'll see what I can do today. I just got a bunch of different submissions, so it might be something that I won't get to everything I can today. If not, we're going to be doing more of these. So worst case scenario, if your song wasn't chosen for today, check out the next one. I'll do my best to make sure everything gets chosen. So it was loads of fun last time. I had set up things prior to, but this time I decided I would try to do it as much of a blind reaction as possible. So the first one we have, let's take a look at this. I have an email that will explain what is what, which is good. Here we are. darianna.listentomytrack at gmail.com. Da-da-yum. Very nice. Okay, so we have here, alrighty, and then let me see. Okay, so first one is from someone called Tim. So this is one of his best tracks. It's called Mind Philosophy, which is loads of fun. And he's also from Montreal. Sup, Tim from Montreal. Super fun that you are here, probably enjoying a little bit of the not nice weather. But it's going to get better. Summer in Montreal is always fun. So let's dive into this. Again, guys, I'm just seeing now there's another 3 submissions. It might be tight. I might not be able to get to everything, especially if because a few people actually didn't even send me the downloads. So it was just like links to Spotify or other things. Hello, Venus. Amelesi. But yeah, actually, Venus, I think I chose your song. Let's double check. Maybe it's here. If it's not here, it was because you didn't send me the right type of file. But I was trying to load it. I remember seeing your email. So if not, then worst case scenario next time. But yeah, guys. All right. So we're just going to get started right with Tim's song. Let me know if levels are okay, if y'all can hear everything. I am going to be having to go back and forth because I can't keep the chat window open at the same time, which is real strange. So if ever I'm a little bit delayed in answering the chats, please bear with me. There is a glitch happening with my entire system as per any tech day. And yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so let's take a listen to Tim's song, Sound of Disobedience. Already like it. I'm not someone who, I don't know, I don't want to say I don't love authority, but I have my qualms with authority. I think it's really important to be a free thinker. So let's go. Tim, thank you for submitting your track. And I didn't see if there was anything in it that you're specifically wanting to work on. That was one of the things I had asked, but all good. I'm just going to give feedback. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me know, guys, if the levels
They said stay in your lane. I broke the map in half, played jazz in the trap, wrote songs on the graph. I'm the echo of a dream they were scared to believe in. The melody's a knife, every note is a freedom. Still I fly, redefine what it means to be bound. In the matrix with a brand new sound. I don't play by the rules, cause the rules ain't real. They sell souls for appeal, these truths you can feel. I'm the misfit myth with a Middleton stance. I'm a monk in a must with black jeans, no dance. When the system speaks, I play louder. Every beat I bleed is my counterpower. This is the sound they couldn't silence. No barcode, no code of compliance. Strings get deep like a truth unspoken. Big drops heavy like a vow that's what's broken. This is the voice they tried to erase. A war drum banging in a sacred space. No fame, no leash, no obedience. Just the souls on fire, the sounds of disobedience. I don't fit in your box, I break it, remix it. Set it on wax, then vanish like a mystic. 1 foot in the boot, 1 foot in the fire. I spit liturgy with a kick drum choir. I'm the ghost of the genre that y'all forgot. With a folk tongue twist and a boom bap plot. I ain't chasing a trend, I'm erasing the fence. I build bridges with bars, make the industry stance. Never begged for a seat, just carve my own. With a Sharpie and hope of a microphone. They say real don't sell, that's a marketing lie. Cause the truth don't die, it just multiplies. Every word I strike is a war chant. With a verse in my chest like a warhead. They can stream what they don't understand. So I play for the lost, not the Instagram. This is the sound they couldn't silence. No barcode, no code of compliance. Strings get deep like a truth unspoken. Big drops heavy like a vow that's what's broken. This is the voice they tried to erase. A war drum banging in a sacred space. No fame, no leash, no obedience. Just the souls on fire, the sounds of disobedience. I ain't trying to be viral, I'm trying to be vital. Not a product in the game and a glitch in the cycle. And I'm chase streams, I'll chase rivers and roots where the spirit still hums through the neck of a flute. I was raised on Lauren, Rage and Dylan. Not the algorithmic kicks, I'm divine and villain. I'm the sound check you skip, now the silence is loud. You can ghost what's eternal, I sing through the shroud. But a ban on my voice, I'll rap and sign. They can monetize sound, but the soul is mine. They don't own my name, can't lease this flame. Every note I bend is a crack in the frame. Call me mad cause I craft what they can't decode. It's a blueprint written rebels code. This is more than art, it's resistant in rhythm. I shout from the soul when the system don't listen.
Yup. All right, bud. Okay. Well, first off, congrats on having a brain. We love that. We love the fact that you're diving into what is a personal truth for you and expressing that. I think that authenticity and truth is the best place to start in any song and songwriting. Right off the bat, I feel like your voice is getting a little bit lost. The rap, it was a little bit more clear at the end. Like when we dive into it, let's take a look.
I ain't trying to be viral, I'm trying to be vital.
That
not a product in the game.
A lot better than, let's say, over here.
That's what's broken. This is the voice they tried to.
The mids are getting masked a little bit. Here, I'm trying to see is.
Don't own my name, can't lease this flame. Every note I. The algorithmic kicks, I'm divine.
What's the difference in production?
Still I fly, redefine what it means to be bound.
I think it really has a lot to do with the vocal tone itself. There seems to be just a masking. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop up my little Pro Q and do a little EQ and see what we can do. Last time y'all were super impressed with what we can do with EQ. Man, EQ is where it starts. EQ and panning, guys. Get into it.
I broke the map in half, played jazz in the trap, wrote songs on the graph.
Like y'all are hearing, we're gonna lift up that voice a little bit. Guys, voice, I think the articulations are at 4K.
Still I fly, redefine what it means to be bound. I'm the glitch in the matrix with a brand new sound. I don't play by the rules, cause the rules ain't real. They sell souls for appeal, these truths you can feel. I'm a misfit myth with a Middleton stance. I'm a monk in a mosh pit, black jeans, no dance. When the system speaks, I play louder. Every beat I bleed is my counter power. This is the
yeah, I wish I had the ability to just like
compliance.
Go take that guitar.
Strings get deep like a truth unspoken. Big drops heavy like a bow that's what's broken. This is the voice they tried to erase. A wardroom banging in a sacred space. No fame, no leash, no obedience. Just the souls on fire, the sounds of disobedience. I don't fit in your box, I break it, remix it, set it on wax and vanish like a mystic. 1 foot in the booth, 1 foot in the fire. I spit into G with a kick drum choir. I'm the ghost of the genre that y'all forgot. With a folk tongue twist and a boom bap plot. I ain't chasing a trend, I'm erasing the fence. I build bridges with bars, make the industry stance. Never begged for a seat, just carved my own. With a Sharpie and hope of a microphone. They say real don't sell, that's a marketing lie. Cause the truth don't die, it just multiplies. Every word I strike is a war chant. Put a verse in my chest like a warhead. They can stream what they don't understand. So I play for the lost, not the Instagram. This is the sound they couldn't silence. No barcode, no code of compliance.
Wow. Even just with the factory
strings get deep like a truth unspoken.
Like really.
Big drops heavy like a bow that's what's broken.
Nice.
This is the voice they tried to erase. A wardroom banging in a sacred space. No fame, no leash, no obedience. Just the souls on fire, the sounds of disobedience. I ain't trying to be viral, I'm trying to be vital. Not a product in the game, and a glitch in the cycle. And I'm chase dreams, I'll chase rivers and roots where the spirit still hums through the neck of a flute. I was raised on Lauren, Rage and Dylan. Not the algorithmic kicks, I'm divine and villain. I'm the sound check you skip, now the silence is loud. You can ghost what's eternal, I sing through the shroud. But a band on my voice, I'll rap and sign. They can monetize sound, but the soul is mine. They don't own my name, can't lease this flame. Every note I bend is a crack in the frame. Call me mad cause I craft what they can't decode. It's a blueprint written rebels code. This is more than art, it's resistance and rhythm. I shout from the soul when the system don't listen.
It was low mid cleanup. There we go. Let's try that. Okay, let's try that again. Oh gosh. Oh.
Still I fly, redefine what it means to be bound. I'm the glitch in the matrix with a brand new sound. I don't play by the rules, cause the rules ain't real. They sell souls for appeal, these truths you can feel. I'm a misfit myth with a Middleton stance. I'm a monk in a mosh pit, black jeans, no dance. When the system speaks, I play louder. Every beat I bleed is my counter power. This is the sound they couldn't silence.
Okay, clarity.
No barcode, no code of compliance. Strings get deep like a truth unspoken. Big drops heavy like a bow that's what's broken.
But yeah, I feel like
this is the voice they tried to erase. A wardroom banging in a sacred space. No fame, no leash, no obedience.
What ends up happening a lot with things that have like songs that have a little bit more of a continuous thing. Darianna, track is too loud. Can't hear your voice while the track is playing. Thanks, bro. Helpful information. All great. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that that's a little bit lower. I really appreciate that. Thank you very kindly. Okay, so I'm going to do a little May test. Let me know. I lowered the track. How's that hearing? Are you guys hearing me okay still? Or no? Do I need to adjust my mic pedal? Do I change the back? Is it still too loud in the back? Let me know. That would be great information to have. Test, test, test.
Still I fly, really fine when it means to be down. I'm the glitch in the matrix with a brand new sound. I don't play by the rules, cause the rules ain't real. These are songs for appeal, these truths you can feel.
A little bit lower. And then that is too low. I feel like I went down like 10 dB. But maybe that's still a little crap. Thank you so much, Venus. I really appreciate it. Is that a little bit better? Let me know. And then if it, like, maybe you need to go down a little bit more, you let me know. If you can still hear me, I'm just going to continue chatting on top of it. And then I'll wait for some feedback. But yeah, a lot of the time when we have, let's say, a hip hop beat in the background or something where it has like a little bit of a continuous repetition in the background, it's important to really align our voice with the rhythm as much as possible, especially when you're saying a lot of words, like one foot in the fire, like having the intonation be on the beginning of the word or on like a syllable in it. It'll help a lot with the rhythm and it flowing well so people can really hear everything, because you're delivering such good lyrics that are really getting lost a little bit. Okay, it might still be a bit loud. I might also be yelling because I have my headphones a bit loud too. I'm so sorry if it's not leveling. Guys, I'm dealing with the tech situ I had, which was all transparency. I didn't even have lunch because I was trying to figure this out. It was like not the easiest of tech situations. It just, everything stopped working. But yeah, I got it together. So we're here, which is good. But yeah, so Tim, so overall, I think you're really delivering on the message. I think you're really delivering on overall vibe. You're really clarity between the songwriting and the beat. I feel like you're welcome. You can increase your voice a little bit. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. I just don't want my voice going hot, which is a little bit my problem in this given scenario because I'm working with like 3 separate things. So we'll see if that's a little bit better. I might also just do this and then everything might be a little bit lower. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I'll talk into the microphone and try to get it as hot as possible. I just don't want it to be clipping, which ends up happening very quickly with this setup. All right. Moving on, I am going to do a quick little switcheroo of a battery. So the camera thing is going to go black for like a quick second, just because I see now that the battery is a little bit dying very quickly, and I don't know why. Guys, all fun tech problems that we get. 1 second, please. And we should be back, and then we're going like this. Y'all, okay, are we good? Let's take a look-sees, and there we go. We should be back. Cool. Fantastic. Sorry. I think because it's charging at the same time, it just drained the battery entirely. Okay, now we're back in business. Thank you so much for the adjustments. We'll appreciate it. Okay, so yeah, I think with any sort of production, it's important to think, does my production match the story of the song? Does my production allow for my voice to really carry the song, as well as what are ways that I can make sure I'm hitting everything? So if you're following the voice, it's different than following the beat. With rap, a lot of the times you're trying to follow the beat. If it's another genre like folk or like different types of classical, things that don't necessarily have such a strict, stringent beat, it flows a lot more. If you're working with a band, sometimes you guys breathe in the rhythm together. So it's important that you're able to emphasize the rhythmic aspect of what you're saying, so it really comes through because you have so many incredible deep lyrics on there that you don't want any of it to get lost in translation. Overall, I think if I'm giving any sort of feedback on the mix, it would be just tackle your low mids, like what I have up on the Pro MB here. This is just like tackling of the low mids. Let's get that like clear so that you're able to allow your voice to come through, because how speakers work, the woofer, like the low woofer, is going to take a lot of energy to reproduce that. So when you overload it, when it gets into headphones or speakers, it's gonna take up a lot of the dynamic range that's needed to reproduce the entire song. So it will make it so your song does not come out clear. So that's something that's really important. Also, guys, if you haven't already, like maybe adjust your YouTube settings so you are not on audio stabilization, because that is a bummer. All right, so moving on to the next song. Thank you, Tim, for your submission. That's great. And yeah, I can't wait to hear if you guys take any of the advice I give, like the last time. I think it'd be really cool if you resubmit things just so then I can hear the difference. And that could be cool for a future stream. Be like, oh, guys, remember last time Tim submitted this. Next time he adjusted a few things and resubmitted the track. So that is fun. Okay, so now let's go to cover. Okay, so this is a cover song. Cool. All right. Oh yeah, guys, I'm getting more submissions now. Guys, get it together. Submit it before, not too late. And then also, ideally, give me MP3 wave things that I can download. Okay, let's go. King of everything. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where is the track? I'm looking in the emails and I'm not seeing the track. Is this one? Okay, you know what? I have Noah's here. Noah Martin, we are going to do yours next. Sup? Thank you so much for submitting your track. We're going to do a blind listen. I'm super excited. You gave a lot of really interesting information. So let's take a look at what you wrote. You wrote Noah from Quebec. Maria, Quebec. I didn't even know there was a place called Maria, Quebec. That's so funny. I'm a Montrealer, and it's this weird thing about being an Anglophone Montrealer. It's like, are you really Quebecois? I don't know. It doesn't feel like it. Anyway, so blends electro and progressive house influences. He's been producing for 3 years. Deep ends talk about emotional struggle, feeling overwhelmed, lost, but refusing to give in. That is really important. So the themes explore vulnerability, resilience, but also the journey to reclaim strength, clarity, and even in the darkest moments. I totally love that message, and I love exploring those themes. I think that that's so beautiful, and music is such an amazing tool to be able to do that. Okay, so the focus is the drop specifically, given with how complicated of a project this was and going back and forth on it from version to version before my team, and I decided to pitch it to labels. Okay, so any feedback on the drop? Okay, and anything that can be carried on with future releases. All right, Martin, so excited to listen. All right. Nice.
Night falls, I feel it creeping through my veins.
Nice, you're catchy. Voice is really clear.
Silence magnifies my pain. Now I'm searching for the fire that can bring me back to life while holding on to dreams I can't let go. I am struggling to breathe, but I can feel the storm subside. I rise again.
Nice.
I know I am not alone. When I try to close my eyes, I feel the darkness start to rise. I'm in the deep end, searching for a light. When the shadows pull me down, I hear the silence all around. I'm in the deep end, but I refuse to drown. Deep end.
Nice. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit for you guys because
current pulls me past the tide. I will fight and keep on searching deep inside. Now I'm searching for the fire that can bring me back to life, while holding on to dreams I can't let go. I am struggling to breathe, but I can feel the storm subside. I'll rise again, 'cause I know I am not alone. When I try to close my eyes, I feel the darkness start to rise. I'm in the deep end, searching for a light. When the shadows pull me down, I hear the silence all around. I'm in the deep end, but I refuse to drown. Deep end.
So fun.
When I try to close my eyes, I feel the darkness start to rise. I'm in the deep end, searching for a light. When the shadows pull me down, I hear the silence all around. I'm in the deep end, but I refuse to drown. Deep end.
Fun. Noah, good job. That's awesome. I particularly like the end. I think that that's like really the way her voice goes, everything is balanced. Okay, so right off the bat, I hear what you mean when it comes to the drop. You're trying to figure out, let me make this a bit smaller so I can see where the drops are. Okay, perfect. So we have here the drop. No, okay, it would be probably around here.
The silence all around. I'm in the deep end, but I refuse to drown. Deep end.
No, it's
But
not.
I'll rise again, 'cause I know
Here we go.
I am not alone. When I try to close my eyes.
So often what I like to do before I come in with a chorus, like I am someone that I'll throw absolutely everything in my production and basically make it way too busy. And then I purposefully do that because I want everything to kind of fit all together, all the pieces to fit together. Then I pull out everything that's not entirely necessary to emphasize stuff. So before a chorus hits, I often will go in with nothing. I'll like clear everything out except for like a one voice or a drum fill. And then I'll add some sort of sound design, like a reverse snare or something to really pull us back into it. We see here, you don't want the energy to drop, but like
Go. I am struggling to breathe, but
quite a
I
few
can
things
feel the storm
competing.
subside. I'll rise again, 'cause I know I am not alone. When I try to close my eyes, I feel the darkness start.
And then you can adjust it depending on how impactful it needs to be. Often what I will also do is make sure that my synth leads are not necessarily completely in the same frequency band as the main voice. So when you listen to it, when the chorus hits here,
When I try to close my eyes, I feel the darkness start to rise.
the voice is singing slightly lower than that synth lead you have, which is a cool synth lead. I would just make sure and pull out certain frequencies that are competing with the voice because you don't want it to mask it. And especially on a chorus, you want to be supporting the voice because the voice is the thing that everyone is going to be repeating. It's catchy. Overall songwriting is awesome. It's kind of throwing me back to like, I mean, I don't know if anyone else thinks this, but like 2013 to 2016, there were these like banger tracks that were like these house tracks that were so feel good. It felt so good. Like the summers of that era were so fun. And it has a little bit of that magic to it, which is really, really cool and nostalgic. And it feels somehow like also fresh at the same time. So really good job Noah. So let's see if we can just do a little bit of EQ and see if we can control a bit. Like overall, mix is sounding, from what I can hear, pretty darn good. There's just
The silence
the synth would
magnifies
be
my
where
pain. Now I'm searching for
like the lower part of it would be where I would put the synth. You have a lot of it. Like you have it living in the same as the voice, so it really is competing. You want to really, even side chaining the synth. Like if I boost up where the vocal articulation is,
when the shadows pull me down. I hear the
so that is something that you want to really be mindful of, that they aren't necessarily taking up the same frequency bands, if that makes sense. Like really anything that is supposed to be hitting, even though it's a lead, the voice kind of always sits on top of everything. Unless the voice isn't there, obviously. But yeah, I'm going to see what I can do. Maybe I can do a little bit of cleaning and somehow it'll come through. But let's see.
The silence is my pain. Now I'm searching for the fire that can bring me back to life while holding on to dreams I can't let go.
That's like
I am struggling to breathe, but I can feel the storm subside. I rise again, 'cause I know I am not alone. When I try to close my eyes, I feel the darkness start to rise. I'm in the deep end, searching for a light.
So what I would also do, just production wise, not to be the annoying, I mean, you're asking for my feedback. I'm not being annoying. Okay, I have to check myself because I always feel like, oh, I don't want to give people advice if they don't want it, but you literally submitted your track for feedback. So I'm just going to give you my, not unsolicited advice, but like my advice. What was it that I was going to say? Listen to it again.
The silence magnifies my pain.
Yeah, we hear as the drop is going to happen.
Magnify. Now bring me back to
Where are we?
I am struggling
Here we
to
go.
breathe, but
So,
I feel the storm
You
subside.
can hear the doubles that are a bit higher, especially on the chorus. I know at the end.
When I try to close my eyes, I feel the darkness start to rise.
That, I think you can boost that a little bit more, especially in the first chorus. You want it to hit. So with choruses, you really want to hit. There's also these different tricks where on the verse, maybe you have a lot of reverb, and then on the chorus, you have none, or vice versa. On the verse, you have like very dry, and on the chorus, you like open up the reverb so it feels huge and big. But you want to be alternating and playing with the production so it really hits. There's some changes. Yeah, in terms of the drops, I really would suggest taking out a few little things, having a key, either it's just like the hit, like the drop happens, or just the voice and then that thing, you got to pull that back because it's competing with the voice. Everything drops.
When I try to close my eyes.
I would remove almost everything and have a bring it back in. That's what I would do production wise. But overall, I think that on just a stereo, I can't do too much to the track itself. It would be more in terms of levels of the different tracks. Definitely pull down that main synth. For your voice, even on the chorus, I know you have some doubles there. On the first chorus, I would maybe even give those doubles a little bit more juice just so it really, really knocks it. Okay, just so you know, your voice is getting lost underneath the track. Can't hear you when the track is playing. Still happening. Gosh, guys, for real? I pulled it way down. I'm sorry. Yeah, I am having a little bit of a tech day. I mentioned a little bit earlier. Nothing was working just before. I was going to come in at like 2:45 and like hang with you guys. But yeah, I was having major nothing working out. So the fact that we have a camera working right now is pretty spectacular. I mean, pull down the volume of the track and you be good, or your voice louder. Yeah, I have my voice on like basically max, but the thing is like the track is down low. I have it minus 16 dB rather than normal, but I'll pull it down even a little bit more and see if that helps. Or you know what? No, I'll pull it down a little bit more and then we'll see. Anyway, I'll do with the next ones and y'all let me know again. Not bad as the beginning though. So it's gotten a little bit better, but not much, guys. This is sad stuff. I mean, like, I wish I could hear. I mean, maybe there's a way that I can test it on like a secondary computer so I can actually hear the levels. It was a little bit of a struggle just to get it to play. So thank you for your patience and your kind little words that are just be like, yeah, it's not working. Hopefully it'll be a bit better. But yeah, okay. So now we're going to move on to the next one. Noah, thank you so much for submitting. So cool. I think you really have a fun track on your hands. I think the more you work on it, the more it's gonna get a little bit more clear. And yeah, I'd be super down to hear if you end up taking my advice and how that was helpful or not helpful. Hopefully it offered some clarity. Okay, so moving on to the next one. We now have, oh, no worries. My first stream volumes were similar. Oh, bro. I check on my phone. Yeah, the thing about it is that's a really easy thing to do. I can easily check it on my phone, but you guys are going to then hear it. I should have done this beforehand. Literally, I skipped my lunch trying to figure this stuff out. So I don't know if you just heard my belly grumble. It was just like, I am trying to get this scenario working. Normally my streams are really simple, but I updated OBS last time, and then this time my cam link messed up, like it stopped working, and so I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have no way to connect my camera. And so then I had to just like download drivers, and it was a procedure. So the fact that I didn't really get to do my beta test I normally do beforehand, y'all are doing it with me, thank you. But yeah, okay, so let me open up and see volume wise what we're dealing with. Okay, it's first. Decrease the knob manually before I speak, maybe. Oof. Okay, cool. So I'm getting that on there. All right. And then I think, yeah, manually, the old school radio way. To be honest, I have a very MacGyver-y situation happening. So I have actually this microphone running through a Zoom H6 into my camera. So there isn't latency because I was having latency issues. And then I have it coming out of Pro Tools on my computer. So the fact is I'm only monitoring Pro Tools. I'm not even hearing what I'm hearing in this because that's going through my camera. So I would need like 3 sets of headphones to check everything or check on my phone, which was much smarter. So I'll double check everything. But yeah, old school radio station ways, just decrease the knob. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing, but I'm dealing with it virtually in my computer, so I don't have any knobs other than like my little fader on OBS. So hopefully it's better now. I've pulled it down like a good 5 dB, so if it's very quiet on the song itself, my bad. But we're moving on. All right, forward moving, we have Brandon Mendez. Thank you. It's not fully recorded or mixed, but it's a cover of King of Everything from Dominic Fike. Okay, so we have a cover. All right, so giving general feedback. Ideally, we're asking for specific things, but it's all good and it's fun to do covers of songs. Let's take a listen. Brandon, thank you so much for submitting. I feel like the song dB wise is lower. Are y'all hearing that well? I'll check it in here. Oh yeah. Cool. I wish I spoke Spanish. Like I sometimes understand it with knowing French and some Italian.
I make up the police. Everybody's equal, but not me, 'cause I'm the king.
Same thing, the guitar is masking the voice.
Tell me secrets in my dreams, and I wake up when they tell us to. If not, I'll stay with you. I'll take my time to make you smile.
Yeah.
I know just how you feel when you're alone, yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, it definitely needs to be opened up a bit. We have some articulations that are a little bit harder. Oh, damn. Pro Huge is wild there. So I'm going to go where the voice is a little bit more, but we need to definitely have the voice be a little bit louder. What do you guys think? Is that a fair assessment? All right. Yeah, volume's kind of low, but I love the rhythm. Okay, y'all are being cute. I arrived. How's it been? Noah, we just listened to your song. So welcome, welcome, welcome. By chance, did you get my submission? We just did it, Noah. We just went over it. You're going to have to watch part of the replay. But summary, very cool track. There was a synth. Yeah, really, 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 we just finished it. Sorry, man. But basically, royal we, it was basically me talking on here that I could tell. But yeah, so the drop, I would suggest pulling out a bunch before. So often what I do is I will pull out a lot of instrumentation and keep either like a perk or a voice or something before the chorus hits. There is, yeah, I felt like I was being honest. I gave a thing. I think there's a lot going on with the song that's really fun. I said it reminded me of like 2013, 2016. There's this fun era of like house music that just it gives summer vibes that I love so much. But yeah, definitely that. Watch the replay and like you can go back, even like scroll back if you want to now. Like we're just gonna look at other songs. But yeah, I just said this there, the main synth was competing with the voice, the drop, you want to play around with that. And then I think that there are a few other little tidbits I gave in, but general thing, awesome, loads of fun. Okay. Since it's really yesterday, oh good, exactly, good job, congratulations on your release, fun stuff. Volume kind of low, but I love the rhythmic. Okay, yeah guys, we are working with tech issues today. All right, back to where we are. Brendan, your track, very fun overall. It, as you said, it's just recorded, you're getting it together, that's cool. We are loving the vibe. I'm going to boost it a tiny bit more so y'all are not suffering too much. My belly's suffering. I skipped lunch trying to get all the tech problems going. All right, so already that, I'm going to actually bring you over. And what I want to do, I think punch and leveling. Here we go, let's go this. Getting a little bit too much articulation in the low end. Dynamic goodness. Sometimes it's just fun to play with the presets. And then you go from there. I mean, that filter, as much as it's expensive, it really, the quality you're getting out of here, it makes such a big difference. Okay, let's see wideband dynamics. Let's go. No. Even that. So the low mid right away, we clean that up. We have it open a bit. I might add soothe, but like I actually, you know what I'm gonna add, guys? I run a lot of my things through Avalon or the LA2A as well. That's really good. I just want it on almost like a default one. What's a good default one? No fuss. Perfect. That just gives so much texture. No? Listen. Wow. Okay, everything's breathing a little bit better. Now I feel like we can add some character to the voice. You can tell that's like around like 2K. We're getting a lot of the juice in the voice. I think that's what I boosted on here, right? We're at like what? Okay, a little bit lower, 1K. I think around 2K. What we're gonna do, listen. See, I would love to be able to boost that in the voice, but the guitar is gonna be competing with it. So that will be on you, Brendan, to fix that. But overall, if we listen to just without any of it, my weakness might be gain staging before recording. Honestly, yeah, I always record everything quieter. I do my best. Like there are softwares like I'm gonna go like this just so we're not competing. Yeah, honestly, it is rough. Gain staging is kind of like where everything kind of starts. It's important too, but it's important to realize that sometimes we don't have necessarily the best preamp. We don't have necessarily the quietest audio interface. So there are softwares like the RX series, or even I was just working with Autotune recently, and they have a really cool standalone plugin called Vocal Prep. And so I actually just did a video on that for them on their YouTube page. And yeah, there are things that help isolate noise, background noise. So that's what happens a lot when we don't gain stage correctly, is either we'll get background noise, hum, room tone, and or we're recording hot. It's much better to record quiet, and then as you boost that, you're getting room tone. That's easier to remove than saturated signals. You're not going to be able to do too much with that, unfortunately. It's just kind of the bother of the scenario. So definitely, I have a few videos on gain staging. I'm so sorry if my belly is just like going wild, guys. I don't know if it's hearable, but it is totally hearable on my end. But yeah, it's important. It's really, really, really important to make sure that your levels are good prior to. And honestly, sometimes like boosting your headphone monitors helps so much so that you're not recording too hot. I will sometimes over boost my headphone monitor, so I make sure if I'm singing a dynamic song that I will really be hearing everything I do, so then I know I'm pulling away enough from the microphone. Depending on what it is that if it's just guitar, instruments, or vocals, I do have a few videos on the RAC channel that talk specifically about gain staging or tips for recording vocals. So you might want to check out those videos. That's really kind of the baseline of it. There's wizardry you can do, but when it's oversaturated and clipping, man, oh man, that is hard to get back from. But yeah, so overall, let's take a listen without and then with the basic processing I did. I did an EQ, a multiband compressor, and then I ran it through a very simple bus on Avalon, which is just a really nice UA plugin, so Universal Audio or UAD plugin. I'm also going to put Soothe on it because, oh, guys, I'm such a sucker for Soothe. There are a few plugins. If I have to give a list of my plugins that are like Nessa, I have a few. Soothe is definitely one of them. I love ProQ. I've also just started working with Eventide, and Eventide has this crazy EQ that I'm loving as well. It does like split EQ. It's wild. Okay, so back to this. All right, so let's take a listen. We have Without Anything.
No sé, pero por mientras déjalo y ven. Escucha cómo suena esto. A
EQ.
veces ni yo entiendo lo que siento. Y el rey me escucha cada vez que se lo suelto. Mientras sigamos
Multiband.
cocinando el matiné. No me pienso romper, mucho menos dejarme vencer. La verdad
Avalon.
que todo sale mejor si se cocina a fuego lento.
And then soothe, we're gonna adjust now.
Tiempo difícil pero sigo de pie. Qué bendición escuchar a volumen otra vez. Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
solo, I would pull it back a little bit and then fade into it. Automation is honestly your best friend. EQ, panning, automation. You can mix just with that and then put it into compressors. But like getting that done before, that's where the mix is. I'm gonna clean up ear-friendly top. Such a big difference. Huge difference, no guys? And now
everybody's equal, but not me, 'cause I'm the king. I make all the other people tell me secrets in my dreams, and I wake up when they tell us to. If not, I'll stay with you. I'll take.
honestly, Brendan, you have something that is really fun. And I know you said you are still doing some recording and mixing on it. If I were you, I would just make sure that the voice, I don't want to say the voice is God, but like, it's kind of like, it's the story. And you need to make sure that the voice is telling the story and that the music supports the voice. There are some genres that the voice is kind of an instrument in a way, but the main vocal, like that's what people will sing along to. You really, really want to be clear on it. I think what I just did, it wasn't much. It was just an EQ. It took like what you guys saw, 10 minutes, not even. And it makes a huge, huge, huge difference. So good job, Brandon. So much fun. Okay, so we have this one, Taco Shop. Let's see who sent in that. So fun, guys. I love that you're sending in things. It definitely more open. Nice. Exactly, right? It's just like it needs to open up. A lot of the time, we don't really realize how dark our mixes are. And again, I'm not one that like loves a super bright mix, but if we don't actually have it opened up, and a lot of the opening up actually can be done with tackling and nailing our low to mid range. So the muddy frequencies of like 250, 160, 165 to like 250, if we nail that and really have that controlled, the rest of our mix is going to be a lot better. Also, anything under like, let's say 25 hertz, you really, really want a low shelf and do a dynamic low shelf ideally. So as it gets louder, you're getting it pulled down a little bit more. That's really important to do. Okay, so this is Aldanis Vigo. This was attempting to remix a riff from Candy Shop on his MPC a couple of nights ago. So this was a while ago. I have not mastered anything. It's literally just exported from an MPC, didn't mix on the MPC. He did a little mix on the MPC, but nothing major. How do you think I can improve the beat? Is it too close to the reference? My sound design selection. Okay. Thank you for taking the time to do this. Okay. Danny Aldanis, cool name. Now let's take a listen, guys. Taco Shop. So it's like Candy Shop, but Taco Shop. If it's a Candy Shop from like 50 Cent, I'm a low-key massive 50 Cent fan. Ooh, ear candy. Fun. Okay. Already, this is exported hella hot. Like, y'all are hearing that crunch on it? There's not much I'm going to be able to do with this. That's in so many frequency bands. Try to find the worst of it, but it's like all across the high mid. So this is going to make it sound really dark. So that means you were exporting out of your MPC real hot. We'll try to take a listen to everything else going on. Okay. Alrighty, guys. I think okay. Right. So, right off the bat, it is quite similar to the original in terms of production, in terms of how it flows and everything. When doing remixes, I like to do them in such a different way. Maybe that's just me personally, but the fun of reinterpreting someone else's work is taking something that like you wouldn't necessarily do and then doing it completely differently. You know? Like remixing what would be, let's say, a very fast dance track in like a soft acoustic situation, or taking this 50 Cent song and then like what if you were to do like a 4 on the floor with it and like take the beat up a little bit faster, reimagine it in a cool way. That's what would be my instinct to share. Obviously export it so it's not so hot and crunching, because you're losing a lot of the fidelity as well as the smoothness of it. So when listening to it, it then feels like we're not actually able to hear everything that you're doing, which I'm sure like already we're seeing like production wise, you have fun choices. You have ear candy at the beginning, this like almost like flute type. Yeah, you have like these little flute things going on. Awesome. They're great. I would emphasize that, and maybe even like if we're listening to it, imagine a 4 on the floor beat. Because right now we have it boom, cha, boom. But imagine boom, cha, like a double time beat on it, and then maybe some like Scott Storch. Did I just do that backward? It's Scott Storch? Is that his name? Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so dyslexic. The keys guys, what's his name? Scott. It's Scott Storch, no? Oh my god, I'm wild. What is this? Scott Storch. I am right. Correction, I am right. Cha-ching me. But yeah, listen to him. Think some of those keys that he does. He does these pad hits. That would be cool on this. I think, did he even produce part of this? He may even have been on the original. Not far off. It's the same era and time of him. But yeah, you got something really cool. Yeah, Scott is the producer. There we go. I knew it. But he also does some stuff that he'll do these like pad key hits that like will just hold and build up a little bit, and he does like these little rhythms with it, like da 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 da, like stuff like that builds it and moves a little bit. Yeah, I've returned. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay, Scott's thing. Okay, Noah's back. Nice. Good job. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. 700 streams since yesterday. Good job, Noah. Congratulations. It's always important to celebrate your releases and celebrate putting yourself out there. It's a big thing to do. So congratulations on that. And yeah, you have some really fun things. I'm excited to hear more stuff from your things. Definitely said my lead leveling could do next time. Well, depending on your distributor, you can re-upload the same track, so it just has to have the same time, the same name, and then you can adjust things. So I know that people do that now. You can look in. I don't know who you're distributing with, but that might be worth looking into if it's something that you wanted to adjust things. So you don't necessarily have to just have it be what is out now. We have new systems that work cooler and are better for the artist. So great. Good job. But yeah, anyway, so that would be my I actually don't know contour. But congratulations. It's going through a big label in Germany. Fun. Good job. Good job. But yeah, it might be worth looking into. All right, so Taco Shop. My advice, re-export it from the MPC, make it less hot. Not like hot as in cool, but like volume-wise, you're peaking a little bit. And then, yeah, maybe try something a little bit outside of the box. Okay, guys, we're running a little bit tighter on time. I've got like maybe another 15 minutes. Let's do this. Anything I'm not getting to this time, I'm going to try to do these every maybe like once a month, once every 6 weeks. So if I didn't get to your track, I promise next time I'm going to get to them. I just got a whole bunch of other submissions. So do be sure to submit it. I'm trying to do a selection of different styles. So let's see what we got now. So this one is from, thank you so much, Danny, for sending this in. And I hope my feedback was helpful. Okay, so this one is from, I'm so thinking I'm going to pronounce your name wrong, and I don't want to. So my apologies if I do. Morgan. It's Morgane. Oll. Okay. Anyway, thank you, Morgan. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but we're going to listen to your song. Are You Crazy, My Boy? All right, let's take a listen. And let me make sure I got the chat open. Oh, remember Contour from okay, congrats, Noah. Nice. Good. Okay, so you guys know, honestly, I'm so out of touch with things, but very, very cool, Noah. Congrats. Love it. Love our audience. We have like such cool people with the RAC vibe. I'm really happy about it. Okay, Are You Crazy, My Boy? I feel like this is relevant to so many people. Let's go. Ooh, jazzy.
You crazy, my boy. Playing with me like a toy. I really think you're crazy. You're really crazy. If you really think I didn't see you yesterday. It's not the drinks that makes me high, neither the meaning of your smile. But to each and see are we right, 'cause you know we are so wild.
Man, I'm a sucker for horns. Like trumpets, guys?
Crazy, my boy. Fighting with all of the odds.
Yeah, exactly. It give me Santa, baby. Yeah, 100%.
You're really crazy.
100%.
Forgive me for my
Alrius Tolliver. Oh, yeah. Nightclub vibe. Yup. 100%. It's like almost. Do you guys know in the Star Wars? I forget which Star Wars it is. When they go into the bar and then there's this like band playing. Like this could be in some like weird sci-fi movie that like I'm saying weird, not necessarily weird, but like culty. You know how those like movies that people love? And I could see this becoming like an iconic song in that scenario. Gain stage. Honestly, watch my video on gain staging. I think it'll help. And it takes maybe a few tests. That'll 10 minutes. And then when you have your levels, you keep it. You can put a little marker on it to make sure. Glad you caught my laugh. Hey, there we go. There you go. So fun for you to be here on lives. We love live when it's working. My bad that it was a fun, rough start. All right. Okay. I'm just gonna start with EQing, guys. You know me, first thing I'm gonna do is these EQs. Okay. so what I'm gonna do here, we see that the low end is really not too much, but I want it to breathe. Y'all, we got to be opening up our tracks a little bit more so they breathe a bit more. I don't know if you guys agree, but I agree with myself. How often do I go live? Okay, so on RAC, oh, that's very funny. That is very funny. I did not know it was called that in Star Wars. Yeah, so I'm trying to get this set up so I can do once a month, once every 6 weeks for RAC. I'm going to get back onto doing lives on my channel. I've just been really busy doing some really fun projects. So, yeah, it has been something that I've been trying to figure out how and when I can consistently do it. And I don't want to just like give random lives. I mean, I guess I could. But yeah, on RAC it's going to be about once a month, once every 6 weeks where I'll do these lives where you guys send in your stuff and I give you my feedback. But busy is good. You know what? In this reality with these cool projects, I'll say busy is really, really good. I'm really excited for my projects that are coming up. I have a song, my first solo single I'm releasing, which I am pumped about. I'm so excited. And it's going to be, I have to say, so fun. I mean, the video I'm going to be doing, I have to make sure I can do it safety wise, but it's dramatic. Let's just put it that way. I'm being a drama queen, which I'm not really. I'm like a super chill kind of person, but this song is very dramatic, so I will be doing a dramatic video, which is going to be it'll be loads to do, but it'll be fun. Okay, so agree with you. You can see how the low end rolls off too. Just need to breathe a bit more in the top end. Yeah, exactly. And again, like I don't want to so much use my eyes. It's great for you guys to see, but like it's important to use your ears more than anything. So we're just going to start with this EQ, right? And I wanted to boost a little bit because it's nice when we're getting a little bit of a little kunk, kunk, kunk. So let's take a listen. And then I'm going to make that dynamic as well.
You crazy, my boy. Playing with me like a toy.
And then that high end is a little bit annoying around, I think around here. Let's take a listen. I don't want to remove her air, but that little that, okay, so. Okay.
It's not the drinks that makes me high.
See, because like that in the keys, I find that a little bit annoying. Although it's honky-tonky kind of style, it's just competing a little bit with the voice in a way that I don't like. And then here, I thought that was bugging me. Oh, I was just seeing if it was competing with the voice. Let's take it out. Yeah, it is. Because normally around like 4 or 5 on a woman. Okay, we're getting the voice to come forward, but we're also unfortunately getting the annoying parts of the piano. Not much we can do with the stem. I love your content. I'm a music manager working with new artists out of San Diego. Love to catch you. Okay, cool. Yeah. 100%. Send it in. Happy to. Can we just notice how big of a difference EQ makes? Like, listen.
Playing with me like a toy.
Are you kidding?
I think you're crazy.
Are you kidding? What? Okay, and now what we're gonna do? Multiband. Nothing fancy. We're doing a little multiband, guys. Bring that multiband over. No, I want to open up. We're gonna do punch and leveling. Not at all. This is much too intense. That opens it a bit, but I don't like it. There we go. Oh. And then you know what? Let's try and do the gray one. The gray one I think will be good. Either the gray or the tube, because the tube is maybe a bit darker. But I want to see what the gray sounds like. Just on a default. It's too much. We want one that's like a chill, soft touch on the bass. None of these are doing what I want them to do. Sometimes this is like just amazing. So one thing with jazz is normally you don't really compress it too much. You try to let the dynamic range. You try not to touch it as much as possible. You want to compress to like boost and allow the sounds to really come through, but as a general you don't necessarily touch it as much. So I'm going to try the Avalon again, because sometimes there's just like are great things in the Avalon. And then I think, what was it? It was I'm just going with presets because we're going to do things fast, but light bass compression. Let's try that. How is that light bass compression? You're crazy. They're crazy. That is nuts. I want like almost nothing on there. Quiet acoustic. I don't want too much. It gives a lot. Okay, that's better. All right, guys, what do you think about that? I think that that's better. All right, love your content. I'm getting better at finding the problem frequencies, but I wish I had a chart or visual that shows the typical ones in recording. You know what? There are a lot of different problem frequencies just as a basis. Like, are you talking like it depends on the instrument. Each instrument there are frequency band charts for different instruments, and so if it's a male female vocals, those are going to be a bit different. It's really important to train your ears. There's Sound Gym. If you guys haven't tried Sound Gym, definitely go try Sound Gym. It's loads and loads and loads of fun. Did you get to try out the new Waves AQ? Is that supposed to be an EQ? I think the Waves... Oh, is that the one that just like magically does everything? I haven't tried it out yet. I do like little, like I can include in my streams. I haven't done it in these streams at all, but what is it? Like affiliate. So I'm working like affiliate with Waves, but I have not even attempted to try that. I probably have access to it. I could probably check that out, Dylan. But it does seem cool if it's the one I'm thinking of, and it's that crazy EQ where all of the ads are like, what? It's not supposed to do this, like that thing. They made it very sensational, but really, really cool. So back to more gain. I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Very fun. Very like, as you can see, we're going to just go back from where it was. Again, we don't want the whole reality of messing up with the gain volume difference, so that's important to think. But just tone wise, if we're listening to the tone, vocals are more forward now. It's playing a little bit better now. And then, and even if we hear how that top end is just opening. I tried to like gain stage it and like match the gain so we're not going too hot, because that's a good way to compare. It's always important that because when we hear things louder, we're like, oh my God, it's automatically so much better. It's important to not let that confuse us. So it's important to check that out. But overall, super fun. Waves curve. AQ. All right. I love a good UAD pull tech. Man, pull techs are where it's at. I use that always on my bass. It is so good. I actually have a video where I think I go over how to molt your bass. So basically dividing your bass into three separate tracks. And so you do like deal with the low end in one and then the mids and then the high. And I think I used the pull tech mostly in that. But yeah, there are lots of good pull tech tricks with the bass. Man, so many more clean and open. Yup, one hundo, I think. But yeah, guys, I think we're running like a little bit tighter on the time frame than I would have hoped. We had one more here, but I might just leave it for next time. I'm going to try to do one in 1 month rather than 6 weeks. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted, but do check out RAC videos. Right now, I'm going to ask a quick question. Are there any specific videos that you'd like to see from RAC more? So I was just doing from the last stream, you guys were talking about releases and coming up with like branding and stuff. So I came up with a little 2-part that I did, one on just different ways that you can help your videos go viral a bit. And then there was another one on how to start with your brand and artist identity. And so that was like a very quick video. I was thinking of doing a deep dive on that. But if you guys had specific things that you wanted me to tackle, now is a great time to ask me, because I've been trying to map out what I will be doing. And I have a meeting beginning of the week just to go over what would be a good game plan and direction. So if anyone has like, yo, Darianna, I want you to do this specifically. Sneak peek of your new song. Oh, you know what? I can maybe do a little sneaky peeky of my new song. Okay, so fun thing is I am having my friend actually do the mix on it, because I don't want to say I'm like way too busy, but I'm, let's say, way too busy. And it's really cool. He's this guy named Sam. He's so nice. He is Dave Pensado's main engineer. Super sweet guy. So he's been working for all the things for Dave Pensado for a number of years and has been like mentored by him. Very, very, very sweet, nice guy. Anyway, and yeah, he is helping this little playa out and doing the mix on it. So that's great. So it's with him right now. So I don't even have a mixed version of my stuff. It's just like he's got it, and I'm just trusting him to do it because I know he's going to do a fantastic job. As it stands right now, it'll be yeah, let's see what the latest is. Would love to hear your new song. You have the best laugh on YouTube. Oh, that's very nice. I feel like I have such a dorky laugh. It's not as bad as my my sneeze, let's be real. But okay, so let me see. Is this the one? Let me see. Okay, I have to check because I have a bunch of different exports of it as I was going through it. And I have one on SoundCloud, but I don't know if I can play the SoundCloud link of it. Let me see if it's an easy endeavor. I just want to make sure. I don't even remember what. Maybe there's a way to add SoundCloud. Hold up. Okay. Let me see if there's a fast way to do this. Voice cleaned. All right, we're getting things. A video about collaborating and connect with other artists. You know what? That's actually a really good idea. That is a really good, because it's rough doing this. Okay, let me see. I don't know if y'all are going to hear this. And you're not. Thank God. Is this the end main? It's the demo of it. Where is it? Is this the end? Are you forgetting? Leaving me all alone, waiting on hope. Yeah, it is real dramatic. I recorded this incredible, like mind-blowingly incredible cellist. And I was like floored with how talented he is. he really blew my mind. Xander blew my mind entirely. It's rare that I am so shocked at how incredibly talented people are, but like especially musicians. Like I've worked with quite a few different musicians and producers, but this I was like, holy moly. Okay, you know what? I think I can actually. Let me just see if I can add scene. Okay, wait, hold on. I think I can do this. I would have to do it via OBS and it would be screen capture. All right, guys, you might be seeing a random thing. So I will try to get this working. 1 second. I'm going to have to do this a little bit MacGyvery. Sorry. I know I'm leaving you in suspense. Hopefully it'll work just because I don't know which is the version that's like the good version. So, okay, so I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to open it on I guess here, I can probably do that. And then we're going to go like that. And then we're going to SoundCloud. And then we have this. Okay, cool. All right, so I think I can reject all. Thank you very kindly. And then we are going to add in, I think this is going to work. I think it's going to work. All right, let me do Mac OS screen capture media source. Maybe let's try media source. You guys, I am doing things live on this crazy town of not that. Okay. Figuring out OBS while trying to be entertaining is quite okay. Screen capture. Let's just do that. Let's see if it works. It might work. It might not. Okay. So then let's go that. Okay. And then is it going to allow me to do full window capture? Which window capture? This one? This window capture? No, it's not going to that one. Okay, y'all, I'm going to have a wide screen capture. My bad. Hopefully this is going to work. All right, so there's no way about it. You're going to see everything. Don't mind it. The craziest that is here. All right, so let me know if this actually works. Okay, guys? Do let me know if you hear it. It might work, it might not work. If it works, y'all will let me know. Let's see. Okay, and then where's the other one? Here we go. Here we are. We can see it. Okay, let's see if we can hear it. That is the next step. Are you not wanting to play? Oh, farts. I have to, hold on, guys. We are going to hide you from this. I have to sign in. What is my thing? I don't even remember what my sign in is. Oh my God, what a bother. Okay, continue. You know what? Ugh. Let me see. This is just more complicated than it really needs to be. I don't even remember my password. How am I supposed to remember password? Okay, I have a new idea. I have a new idea. I have a new idea. We can see it. All right. Okay, let me try this. One last thing, and then if that's not it, I'm going to leave it be. Is this the end but with a beat? Why do I have that? Let me see. Okay, oh, that's what it was. Okay, there we go. And then this is the full demo too. Okay. All right, I think I have it. Okay, so then it might be this one. It might not be this one. All right, so I think we'll just do that to my airdrop and then we'll just see. It might not be the right version, but you'll have a little teaser of my song, which is hecka dramatic. I'm trying not to say like hell, you know what I mean? It's not as fun. Okay, and then let's quickly import, and then I gotta eat some food. I haven't eaten anything for lunch today. So, story of this. New track. Alrighty. Okay, guys. An error encountered. Retro. An error encountered. Okay, we'll see if it plays. It might not play. Guys, I think it might be destiny that it's not meant to play. I don't make the rules. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play it here, and you guys are going to get I haven't demoed this at all, really. So here we go. This is how it's going to work. Why am I holding the stand? Hold on. You missed some ear candy.
Is this the end? Are you forgetting? Leaving me all alone, waiting on hope. Is this really the end? The hurt of remembering. Then will you turn on the second I let go? Show me it's the beginning of something new.
I know, right? The cello's insane.
Really hold on to where you're here and
Okay, I'll tell some after.
all you have to say is to make it all just disappear. Every step I take, I choose. You say you're searching. Will you find me too? Or is this the end? Are you forgetting? Leaving me all alone, waiting on more. Or is this really the end? The is this really the end?
How hilarious is it that this is technically an audio engineering page and I am showing this with my phone into a microphone? The best quality audio just for you guys. Okay, it's not my fault that like Pro Tools is crapping out. I mean, it's just like it is what it is with Pro Tools. Okay, hold on. Let's go back here. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, let's go back. I like the emotion and feeling. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you guys. It's coming from an emotional and a feeling space. Yeah, so that engineering is improvising. Engineering is troubleshooting, guys. It is literally just troubleshooting. And today was a spectacular demonstration of what it is to do engineering in a studio and when tech, like, because there's always just going to be probably one tech issue that you're going to have to improvise and problem solve and find a solution to. So that being said, that is my track. It's called Is This the End? ... or question mark. Anyway, I have a really dramatic video for it because I mean it's like a dramatic song. I like when you're listening to like the whole big track itself, and it's very cinematic, and it really is. I like have difficulty with this word, but it's like kind of epic. It kind of is like extra, and there's a lot going on. It's obviously very heartfelt and very personal and stuff, but yeah, so I'm happy that it's translating even from playing through my little speaker on my iPhone into a microphone than to you guys. It's very sweet, and this gave me goosebumps. Well, thank you so much, Jethro. I really appreciate that. I'm excited to get the mix and master back, which is going to be really cool, and hopefully I'll be shooting the video, I believe, at the end of the month, which is going to be super fun. And then hopefully this comes out relatively soon thereafter. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for hanging out on this stream. I love the feedback for the tracks. The chat is always so much fun to get into. We have such a cool community here. Again, if you want to submit your track for next time, do email darianna.listentomytrack@gmail.com. Thank you so much for your patience with the tech issues. That was really cool of you guys to hang out and suffer through that with me. And yeah, I'm super looking forward to it. I love doing live streams when they work, and when they don't work, it's a little bit more just like, oh no, I want to be delivering such good things for you guys. But yeah, I really really appreciate y'all hanging out here, and I am super looking forward to not only the next one, but then also having some food because I am starving. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. And I think we're going to lock it in here. Honestly, such fun submissions. I will sneak peek at the ones that just came in as the stream was starting because there were a few that came in. And yeah, I think we can probably manage between like 3 and 5 songs a stream. Bye, Darianna. Chat. See you next time. Exactly. We'll see you in the next one. I'll give you guys posted in the videos. Be sure to check out the YouTube and make sure you're seeing, because I'll do the announcements of when the next one is in our YouTube videos. So do check that out. I'll try to also do on my channel and also the Instagram, just like giving dates, and maybe I'll do like a little post. But anyway, that's like for sure. If you're watching the videos, you're going to hear when the new stream will be. So hopefully about like a month to 6 weeks away. But yeah, guys, so much fun. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. And congratulations to everyone who submitted their tracks. It was so fun to get to hear your stuff, and I can't wait to hear more. Bye, guys.